You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu es l'image de l'amour.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God.
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
I hold you in my heart.
Tu sei il volto dell'amore.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my
hold you in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of
love. The face of love.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
I hold you in my
heart. You in my heart.
You are my family.
You are my family.
You are the face of love.
The face of love.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
You in my heart.
You are a part of me.
A part of me.
You are the face of God.
The face of God.
You are the face of God.
Eres la luz de Dios.
I hold you in my heart.
Eres la cara del amor.
You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. You are the face
Tu sei la luce di Dio.
You are the face
You are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu es l'image de Dieu.
You are the face
You are the face of God.
You are the face
Tu sais la luz de Dios.
You are the face
You are the face of God.
You are the face of God. You are the face
You
of
are the face of God.
You are the face.
Good morning and welcome to Unity of Syracuse via live streaming. We are glad you are joining us on this beautiful day, Valentine's Day. My name is Dana Benyevich, and it is an honor to be your platform assistant for this service today. This is a different experience connecting via streaming, and yet despite the need for social distancing, we are connected. Heart to heart, we are one in Christ consciousness. So right now, take a moment to imagine sitting in our sanctuary and feel the energy connection of our spiritual family. As we connect virtually, know that we are connected in heart and in spirit.
Today's daily word for Sunday, February 14th, 2021 is heart expression. You are dear to me. I hold you in my heart. Sharing love is a wonderful way of discovering and responding to the divinity alive in every heart, binding us as a human family. My loving nature helps me to see the best in every person whose life touches mine. Today I remember one of the legends of St. Valentine, in which he fashioned pieces of parchment into hearts, which he gave to others as tokens of his compassion and God's love. Today the tradition continues when I say, "You are dear to me. I hold you in my heart," with a card, a gift, a call, or a simple act of kindness. I share love with no expectation of reciprocation, and my heart welcomes every expression of love from others. Love's energy grows through both giving and receiving. In Bible verse John chapter 13, verse 34, "I give you a new commandment, that you love one another, just as I have loved you. You also should love one another." This daily word reminds me of a few things, one of which is the song that we've already heard, "The Face of God." I hold you in my heart. You are dear to me. You are the face of God. And unconditional love. Anytime I hear or think about unconditional love, I can't help but think of my dog and many dogs, and just that love that we receive for them, and some of which is, give me food, but most of which is just the unconditional love that they have for us and share with us, and that we have that ability to share with others.
Now please join me in our statement of being. You can reference the description box on your screen. God is all, both visible and invisible. One presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. I am an individualized expression of God. I am ever one with this perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance.
And we have a few announcements for you today. Youth and Family Ministry have virtual classrooms every Sunday at 10 a.m. There's also virtual coffee shops every Sunday after service at 12:15 p.m. Lesson discussion groups are every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. and Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Social discussion groups are every second and fourth week on Monday mornings and Tuesday evenings. Reminder, if you are interested in applying for a position on the Board of Directors, your application and supporting materials must be submitted to the Unity office no later than Tuesday, February 16th at noon. Look in your constant contact for details on everything that's happening with Unity to stay up to date. Also, there is a link to Black History Month video from Unity Worldwide Ministries. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all the latest going on with Unity of Syracuse. Like us on Facebook, where you can find daily inspirations. Also, follow us on Instagram. And that's all the announcements that we have for today. Thank you.
Unity is a positive, practical approach to Christianity. We are culturally Christian and spiritually unlimited. We honor the many paths to God. If you are a first-time viewer, please contact the office via phone or email so that we can be in contact with you. Blessings to you for joining in. There are 5 basic Unity principles. Number 1, God is the source and creator of all. God is good and present everywhere. Number 2, we are spiritual beings created in God's image. Number 3, we create our life experiences through our way of thinking. Number 4, there is power in affirmative prayer. Number 5, we live these spiritual principles.
Love is my decision.
It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision, right here and now.
And for the lesson today, I am excited to announce that Reverend Pat Bessey will be the speaker for today.
Good morning, my friends. It's Reverend Pat Bessey, and I am delighted to be with you this morning. I am filling in for our beloved Sally, and it is my joy to do this. I'm looking at my window, and it's lightly snowing, so it's very much probably a lot like what's going on right where you are today. I want to start my talk this morning with a story, and it's a story about a little boy who was riding across town on a bus. And he was huddled very close to a well-dressed lady and was swinging his legs back and forth out in the aisle as kids usually do. And accidentally, he rubbed his shoes up against the woman sitting across from him. She got perturbed and asked the other well-dressed woman, "Pardon me, but would you please tell your little boy to keep his feet to himself?" The well-dressed woman looked at the boy as if she hadn't really been aware he was there. Then, shoving him aside, said, "He's not my boy. I've never seen him before." Embarrassed, the little boy moved to another seat where he sat down as if trying to hide. It was obvious the boy was trying to fight back tears. He looked at the lady whose dress he had soiled, and he said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to." When the woman saw what the scolding had done to the boy, she felt badly about how she had responded. She said, oh, honey, that's all right. Are you going somewhere alone?" The boy lowered his head and answered, "I always travel alone. My mommy and daddy are gone, so I live with my Aunt Maggie. But when she gets tired of me, she sends me to Aunt Elizabeth." The woman then asked, "Are you on your way to visit Aunt Elizabeth now?" And the boy answered, "Yes, but Aunt Elizabeth is hardly ever home. I hope she's home today because it is so cold outside." The woman looked at the little boy again and then said, "You sure are awfully young to be riding the bus alone." And the boy piped up, "Oh, it's okay. I never get lost. But sometimes I get awfully lonely. So when I see someone who I would like to be my family, I huddle up close to them and I pretend they are my family. And that is what I was doing when I got your dress dirty. I forgot about my feet." Hearing this, the woman moved over to where the boy was sitting and put her arm around him. Then she hugged him to herself really close. She understood that what he really wanted, what he really needed, was to feel that somebody loved him. That is what he needed, to feel that somebody loved him. A baby is born with a need to be loved and never outgrows that. We were all once a baby and we all needed to be loved, and we have never outgrown that. I believe that all of us here this morning have needs. We need to be loved, and we need as human beings to give our love away also. To become the best that we can possibly be, we need to give love away, to allow it to express in and through us. Now, you probably realize that I'm giving this talk because it's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to each and every one of you. And this is what the Valentine celebration should be about, expressing more of God's love to each other. And in so doing, we can help end loneliness. That poor little boy wanted to be loved. And thank goodness that woman understood that she was able in that moment to give him what he was looking for. In 1 John 4, verses 7 and 8, it reads, "Beloved, let us love one another, because love is from God. Everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, for God is love." When we know we do not have to generate love within ourselves and create it, but just become a conduit for the love of God through us, then we have it all. We don't have to do anything but be willing to open up and let that love flow. Then we have God and we have the kingdom of God, and it is right within us. And then we understand what God is all about. Love is what the sea is to a fish. It is something we swim in all of our lives. It is something we can decide this day to give away and to have expressed in our lives. I have an acronym for love that I'd like to share with you this morning. Letting our values express. L is for letting. O is for our. V is for values. E is for express. Letting our values express. When this becomes the code in our life, it will add zip in our life. It will be just like having our own personal zip code. Letting our values express. I read this story and I actually had to go online to verify it because it was a little bit more than I could believe might be true. But I found out that it was. And the story is this. It's about a lighthouse off the coast of Massachusetts. It is Minnett's Lighthouse. Many lonely sailors have searched for this light because it is unlike any other light in the world. The light spells out, "I love you," in nautical code. I love you. Several years ago, the Coast Guard decided to put in modern equipment. They felt they needed to take out the signal that spells "I love you" and put in something much more modern. They told the public that they were going to do this and put in a regular light fixture that just flashes, a regular light signal. There was such an uproar about this, and so many sailors from around the world who had been touched in the middle of the night by the lighthouse's message protested. So what ended up happening? Finally, the Coast Guard backed down and the old equipment is still there. All night long, in fog or good weather, in nautical code, it flashes out, "I love you." Sailors from around the world have longed to go there to see that light and its message. Check it out. It's quite a good read. Eric Butterworth, a former old-time Unity minister, and I say old-time because it was before my time, an author, writes, "Love is not something you do. Love is being. Love is not trying. Love is being. Love is not finding the right person. It is becoming the right person." Many of you know Leroy, my beloved. And I can remember early on in my life, my second marriage had ended. And I was writing to God one day and I told God, I'm ready for another relationship. And God said, "Not yet." And I thought, why? I feel like I am. And God said, "Not yet." And what I had to realize, or what I had to do, was I still had to grow. I had to grow more into being who I've come here to be, so that when I could step into a new relationship, I could step into it in my wholeness rather than having a hole that I was looking for someone to fill. It was like I had to become the right person for that right person to come into my life. And it must have worked because we've been together now over 30 years. A young man once talked with people of many races and creeds. Each told him of the oldest thing in the world. He was determined to find it. He walked many miles and was often rewarded by beautiful vistas before him. But always when he heard of a very ancient thing and went to see it, someone told him of something that was even more beautiful, more and much older. So after many years, he returned home an old man, still not having found that for which he was in search. One day, as he sat in his garden, a little girl passed by, holding an old doll tenderly in her arms. He watched her soothe its rough, tangled hair and speak to it as only a mother would to her baby. At last he said, "Here is the oldest thing in the world. It is love. It is love." After traveling all over the world, he found it in his own backyard, and it is love. How often do we hear people say, "I love God, but it's people I have a problem with"? Author James Dillett Freeman once wrote, "Some say they love God, but not men." But how can we love harmony and not music? How can we love light and not the morning? How can we love nature and not the spring? How can we love God and not the likeness of God, which is humans? Love is not an abstract idea until it is expressed in you and by you. We may talk about love, define love, but still not be loving. And I believe that we are here to break down those barriers, that we are here to break down the barrier once and for all, to love the persons, situations, and circumstances that irritate us, challenge us, and baffle us. That is what we're here to do. We're here to work through all of those issues. And the way that we do it is by applying love. Love is the healing balm. We can measure a person's worth by the size of their heart. And I know you people in Syracuse have huge hearts. I know in talking with Sally recently, how many of you supported her with food and flowers and whatever she needed. And that's how we measure a person's worth, is by their hearts. So, one Valentine's Day, the 5-year-olds in a Sunday school class were told to bring in something that they loved. So that next Sunday, they brought in their usual, their hats, their sweaters, their books. But one little guy, he entered with an especially big grin, and behind him, wearing a red dress, was his 4-year-old sister. The best exhibit of all is something you love and are so proud of, something special. And that little boy loved his little sister, and he was so proud of her, and she was so special. So today, do as that little boy did. Surround yourself with love, knowing that that love is God's love. And remember, you do not have to do anything. You simply consent to it happening through you, and it will. You simply allow yourself to be open to that love, and it will come through you. Love is the greatest power, and it will never let you down. There is nothing you or I have ever done, ever said, or ever thought that can destroy the love God has for us. God sees more in us than we see in ourselves. God sees more in us than we see in ourselves. And knowing that, let us see the people in our lives how God sees them. Let us see them as perfect and whole, and they will respond in like kind. Put that mirror up and let it shine. Let the love that they are shine forth, and you will receive that love in return. And so this morning I'm going to close. I'm going to close with a poet, with a piece by author Emmett Fox. Again, an early New Thought writer, but profound writer. He said, "There is no difficulty in my life that enough love will not conquer. No disease that enough love will not heal. No door that enough love will not open. No gulf that enough love will not bridge. No wall that enough love will not throw down. No wrong that enough love will not set right. It makes no difference how deeply seated may be the trouble, how hopeless the outlook, how muddled the tangle, how great the mistake. A sufficient realization of love will dissolve it all. If only you will love enough, you will be the happiest, most powerful being in the world. If only you will love enough, you will be the happiest, most powerful being in the world. So today and all through this week, let us agree to let our light shine, to let our love shine, and to shower love wherever we go. God bless you and happy Valentine's Day. I love you and I appreciate you, and I bow in gratitude to you.
Now it is time for the meditation portion of the service. Please make yourself comfortable in a position where you can fully breathe in and out. You can close your eyes, or you can focus your attention on the lotus flower that is showing on your screen. When we take a breath in, have it come from your lower stomach. Let's take a deep belly breath in. Hold it. Now breathe out of your mouth. We will do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. 1 more time. Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out. If any unfocused thoughts come in, don't fight it. You can move it to the side and let it be. Imagine taking it and putting it over there for the time being. Imagine and or feel a golden rose colored light above your head. See it almost sparkle-like. It starts to move down into your head, into your eyes, into your throat, into your shoulders and down your arms, into your heart area. And this is where it grows stronger and brighter. Now it moves into the lower torso, into the hips, and into the legs. And see it flowing out from your feet into earth, into Earth's core, connecting you to Earth's energy. And now the energy is coming back up into your legs and all the way up to your heart center. Here is where we will put our focus and expand. In this heart space is a fully opened lotus flower. In all of its beauty, it glistens with the glow of the golden rose-colored light. It represents both the physical and spiritual, as the flower is of the earth and opens up to the rays of the sunlight and an expression of pureness and wholeness. The lotus flower stands as a symbol of strength, resiliency, transformation, and a receiver of light. It unapologetically blossoms in all its glory to reveal its most precious petals that came from within, a showing of the divine love from whence it came. Stay here for a moment and feel the warmth of this golden rose-colored light that is providing a sacred and safe space to feel love. You can breathe in and out this light and also explore the petals of the lotus and feel it with your mind. Just as the lotus reveals its beautiful petals, we too have our own light that is uniquely ours, and we share it with others. We share it by giving and receiving love, compassion, and kindness. Feel your light connecting with all that is and in everything in the in-between. When you are ready, gently bring your awareness back to your body. It is refreshed and revitalized. It is in harmony with creation and the divine oneness. Our mission statement. Unity of Syracuse inspires, awakens, and transforms lives through unlimited love, prayer, and service. Now is the time in our service when we would receive the tithes, gifts, and love offerings. We invite you to give through our donate button on the website or mail your gift to Unity of Syracuse, 300 West Seneca Turnpike, Syracuse, New York, 13207. You may wish instead to sign up for regular electronic giving and can contact the office for more information. We affirm, divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God. You are my source. It is time to bless our children. Please note that there is a live Zoom meeting for our youth and family ministry at 10 a.m. each Sunday. Should you have a child that has been a part of our YFM and did not get the message about our Zoom meetings from our church email, please email the office. We affirm, know that we have a thriving and edifying youth and family ministry. We bless our children wherever they are. We see them surrounded by love and light throughout the week. The prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Let this be the moment now. With every single breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth.
Subscribe.
So right now, take a moment to imagine.
Today I remember one of the legends of Saint Valentine, in which he fashioned pizzas. He fashioned pizzas. It's like pinchers and pizzas. Pizzas.
Perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. Blah.
Sharing love is a wonderful way to discover. Oh, no, it's not. I don't like when they split words on, with hyphens.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
No.
It's not a wonderful way to discover. It's not.
No. And for the lesson today, oopsie, try again. Okay.
He fashioned pieces of parchment into hearts, which he gave. Pizzas. Pizzas of parchment.
Number 1. God is the source and creator of all. No, I don't.
I'm laughing now. I know I can't do it. Make me stop. Make me be serious.